guys, so today I'm going to be making chocolate chip cookies. You may be thinking it's just like, why? You can get a recipe anywhere. But I have a special trick for chocolate chip cookies. I add almond flour instead of normal flour, and it makes them much more like chewy, but not like bad chewy. And it makes them soft and nice and really good, at least in my taste. Okay? So basically what you're going to need is you're going to need chocolate chips. I'm getting the recipe from off the back. Right there, that's the recipe. Wait, yeah, that's the recipe right there. From Townhouse Chocolate Chips. You need eggs, salt, butter, vanilla extract, sugar, brown sugar, and almond flour. You also need a standard big mixer, standard electric mixer with the paddle attachment. Okay? Yeah, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to combine the flour, baking soda, and salt in a small bowl, which is over here. Small bowl. Put your mixer aside, and then put 2.5 cups of almond flour into the bowl. Okay? You can obviously change the amounts you want, make it twice as big, twice as small. Like, you can change the ratio however you want to make it a good recipe for you. There, 2.5 cups of almond flour. Then we need 1 teaspoon, which is the second biggest measurement on one of these things, of baking soda. And the baking soda is in here. So you got your 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. My salt, 1 teaspoon. That was too much salt. But I'm just gonna try and get as much salt back in the little opening as I can. And just sprinkle the rest in. And there we go. Then, stupid fork, you're gonna wanna come and you need a whisk. Whisk. Then you're just gonna mix them all together. And you're not really gonna see the rest until it's all over. There we go. Now you put the bowl aside, and then what you wanna do is you wanna beat the butter, the sugar, and vanilla extract in the large mixer. So you're gonna need brown sugar and normal sugar, okay? So you want 2 sticks of butter, hopefully room temperature, but it's okay if they're not. And you're just gonna put them in your mixer. You wanna put everything that you're first doing in while the mixer's still down before putting it up. Okay? Your 2 sticks of butter. And then you need 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. So that's a 1/2 cup and a 1/4 cup. Then you're just gonna go scoop some sugar, level it out, dump it in, there we go. That's all the sugar we need. And what you want to do is you want to put back all the ingredients you use as you use them. So I'm just going to put this back where it goes, since that's over here. We're done with the almond flour too. So I can put it back inside of here. All right. You wanna, now the brown sugar, you need the same amount, so 3/4 cup still of brown sugar. You may need to break it up a little bit in the bag so it's not like, so it actually comes out and not just as big chunks. And there we go. It's all the brown sugar. And then you're gonna need 1 teaspoon, same measurement as before, of vanilla extract. And then boom. All right, now we're gonna stop it because it's done. See, it's all combined. That's good. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add half of the eggs at a time. There's 2 eggs in this recipe, so technically you should add 1 egg and then a different egg. But I had to use the eggshells for something, so I just have the egg here. Okay. So I'm gonna add about half the egg and mix a little bit till it's almost just combined with most of it. That's pretty good. Then I'm gonna add the rest of the egg. And then mix that in. Spatula just to scrape the sides of the bowl to get all that out of the sides of it until all of it is down and in your bowl. Because you don't want stuff on the edge, otherwise it's not all going to get mixed through and it's not going to be a good texture. See? Then what you're going to do is, well, it's on a very slow little thing, you're gonna want to go and add a little bit of the dry ingredients on a time, let it mix in, and then go in and add more. You're gonna want to add it in about 4 stages. There we go. Next thing you're going to want to do is you want to get your chocolate chips. I'm not sponsored by Ghirardelli, but I do think they're pretty good. Okay? And then you're going to open the bag, stop the mixture, and then you can actually fold the chocolate chips in. You're going to need a cup of chocolate chips. But these are a bit big. You could have smaller ones if you want, but I'm using these big ones. You're gonna want about a cup. You can add more or less if you like your cookies extra chocolatey. Then you're gonna wanna take this thing, bring back your spatula, and just scrape most of it off. Okay? Just scrape all that batter off of that. And try and save as much batter as you can. Okay? Yeah. There we go. Then you're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl again. Trying to get as much dough off as possible. And then you're just going to fold the chocolate chips in. Okay? That's a big pocket right there. We want them very evenly in, so when you go in to scoop the cookies, you get an even amount of chocolate chips in every cookie. Bit of a workout, but that's okay. There we go. See, they're pretty even. All right, and now we're back to where my oven is. You gotta remember to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, at least for this recipe. Okay, we're gonna use a cookie baller. And just with our dough, we're going to use the cookie baller to grab a good chunk, put it on our already prepared pans, and just tug on this thing, and see, it's a great ball. You can use an ice cream scoop or spoon or any method to do this, but I've chosen to do this. All right, now when they're done, you'll bake them. So I'm back. All the cookies are on the tray, on the pan. And to remember to place them pretty evenly apart because these do spread out a lot, okay? And always make sure to wash your hands for 20 seconds between almost every step, not just like between putting the cookies out and mixing them together. Yeah, okay? So you're gonna wanna pop these in the oven at 350 degrees. It says 330, but it's going to be 350. And you're just gonna wanna pop them in. Make sure to have 2 oven racks available if you have a smaller oven. On the bottom rack. And it doesn't really matter the top or the bottom rack as long as they're pretty even. And you're gonna let that cook for, all right, I'm back. And there are the cookies. See how much they spread out? You may not want those cookies like that, so you can add a bit more normal regular flour so they don't do this. Not as much. We're gonna let that cook a little bit longer, like 2 more minutes, just so those middles get a little bit better, okay? But you can pull them out now. They're not gonna be raw. And you're gonna let them cool for about 15 minutes before you use a butter knife and cut all, see, this just kind of breaks apart, and that's not good. You wanna get them cool and a little bit hard, so when you use a butter knife to cut some of the cookies that went together, like this whole foursome, apart, it won't completely destroy the cookie, okay? Yeah, all right. And now that the cookies have been cooling, the pan's safe to touch now, you can just take a knife and go around and just cut all the cookies apart. You may want to add miniature chips to these because, as you can see, these chocolate chips do stick out quite a lot, but you can just pat them down since they're all melty. And it'll be just as good as if they were miniature. And you just want to go around and cut all the cookies apart until they're all nice and good. This recipe makes 36 cookies, so you want to have a good plate to put them on. You're going to take a spatula, and since you used something to cover the pan, it should come off quite easily. And yeah, just going to take the spatula and get all the cookies off. These are the cookies. Some of them are a little smushed, but that's okay. They still taste amazing. So I'm just gonna try one. They're really good. Very chocolatey. Bye.